In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started in creating a Google form for a mastery check. So here I am in my Google Drive. You'll see here in the breadcrumbs that I'm in a folder called Mastery Checks. There's my Google form. I went to New, Google Form, and created it inside that folder. So here's that Google form that we're just showing you. Make sure that you name it over here on the upper left. This is the name that will show up in your Google Drive as the name of the file. It automatically gets populated as a title of the quiz. You can change that if you'd like. By default, you get one question. This is where you're going to give your mastery check, write your questions for your mastery check. So I have my first question here. What is a natural resource? How does population size impact natural resources? When I type that in, I have to change this now to just short answer because it's not a multiple choice. Notice that up here I've also added the objective. I can use evidence to explain that humans depend on many limited natural resources that may not be renewed over a human lifetime. So that's the objective of this mastery check, to see if students can do that. So the first question is here, is open-ended, is short answer. I'm going to go ahead and click down here for another question. So here I am, I've added the questions. They're all short answer questions. Notice that they're all required. I want to go back and I want to add a question over here after objective. So I forgot to add the first name question. Okay. I'm going to copy that, and this will be called last name. So now I have a question for first name and last name. Now I want to go in and make this a graded assessment. I'm going to go to quizzes, make this a quiz so I can add some points to some of those questions. Click on save. I can go down here now to this question, go to answer key, and give it some points. I will repeat that for each question. Click on it, answer key, and give it points. Now that I have answer key, I'm going to go into settings. If you want to collect the email, you can click on this. This is restricted to people in my domain. I can deselect that so anybody can take that. Under presentation, you can do a custom message here. I told them here that if they've completed the Unit 2 mastery check, if they score below 70%, please review their notes and retake the quiz. So that is the message that they'll receive after they take the quiz. Once again, in quizzes, I'm going to release the grade immediately so they can see that. But I just don't want them, there's no correct answer, right? I'm going to be grading this myself. So they'll be able to see the missed questions and point value. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save. If you want to change the look of it, go to customize the theme, check a different color. Now that you're, one of the things that you want to do before you actually send this out to students is preview it. Click on the preview button. It'll give you the preview of this mastery check. And just go ahead and read it over, make sure that you have no spelling mistakes. If you are happy with it, you may actually even try to take this mastery check yourself. Once you take it, the response will show up right here. Okay. Now that you have your mastery check, we're going to go ahead and send it now. Go to send. We're going to get the link for this particular mastery check. Copy this link. Now this link could be posted in a website for students to be able to take it. Notice that in settings, I have not limited this to one response because I want the students to take this as many times as they need until they reach mastery. I encourage you to go ahead and come in here and start adding different items. For example, there's a title. You can add an image as a stimulus. You can add a video as a stimulus or before a question. And then here's adding sections. If you have different sections depending on your mastery check, this will separate one section from the other. That concludes this video on creating a Google form for a mastery check. If you have any questions, please let me know.